Peace, y'all. Happy today. I'm so happy to be back with All in the Cards. Speaking of All in the Cards, that is actually a song that you can listen to on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you listen to music. And this is brought to you by Little Warrior Woman, just like Mama. You can find it at littlewarriorwomanbook.com. All right, that's for the little ones. Cardology is also for the little ones. So we're going to be talking about cardology, the card of the week, the card of this 7-day cycle. It's a beautiful card. It's a 4 of diamonds week. I'm a 4 of diamonds. So all those 4 of diamonds out there, this is your week. This is your time to shine. This is your time to see what your life looks like in a week, right? So we are happy to be here. Yes, yes, yes. Very happy to be here. Um, so today is a 4 of clubs day. So I hope you are at peace in your zen, feeling right, feeling good, right? So yeah, settle in. We're gonna talk about the 4 of diamonds, and I'm gonna do my best to keep it at 30 minutes so y'all can have a little quick watch. Um The 4 of diamonds is, well, let's just start very basic cardology. It is an energy of numerology, symbology, and astrology combined to really be able to decipher um, the energy that is around you, whether that be you yourself, your partner, your children, your family, your address, the card of your business. So many things cardology can do and combine energies to be able to see what is the outcome of that energy, right? So the 4 of diamonds sits Neptune, Venus. And Neptune is a very spiritual energy, very, you know, rose-colored glasses, optimistic, sometimes blindly optimistic. Um, but it deals with spirituality, television, entertainment, movies, music. A lot of 4 of diamonds musicians, Whitney Houston, Lil Kim. Um, oh, what's that brother name? I could see him so clearly. Um, I think he's actually born on my birthday too. But yeah, I can't think his name. Anyway, lots of 4 of diamonds musicians. Um, so music, yes. Not being able to see fully, being behind the veil of, in a sense. So there's some spiritual and ancestral energy there. And Venus is like attraction, right? Attraction, values, um, things that you value, things that you attract. The second 13 years of your life, figuring it out. What do you like? It deals with vanity, so all those kinds of things, right? And it joins forces with this 4 energy, which symbolizes stability, right? 4 being on all fours, a table having, the 4 corners, that balancing energy. And the diamond represents values and worth, um, things that are in the ground, things that are of value. So, and money, right? Money, 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 right? So being stable, financially stable, is a thing for 4 of diamonds. Spiritual money, having either ancestral money or lineage money being passed down in some kind of way. Um, but there's a level of security here, right? And it's due to this transformation because it's a hard worker. It is a hard worker with the Ten of Spades. It transforms into that. And the Ten of Spades says Mercury, Jupiter. So, the thing that can expand this energy, that can transform this energy this week, is talking, speaking, being in front of 10 or more people. So hopefully 10 or more people are listening and watching and on all the platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, um, Apple Podcasts, all the things. I'm going to be putting this on all the things because it's a Four Diamonds week. And, we must shine, especially when it is our week. We must show out. So, definitely resonating in this energy. There's two fives that are anchoring this energy in a sense, kind of south and north nodal energies, right? So we have a Five of Hearts and a Five of Spades. And fives are like wanting to be gone with the wind, flowing with the wind, right? One is a little more stable. This Five of Spades is older, so it can, be a little more stable and know like when to shift and how to move. The Five of Hearts is like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going where the people are, right? So the Five of Spades gives it that elder energy, like, yeah, we're gonna move, but we're going to move through all the energies, right? So the hearts, the people are the people there, the clubs, what they're going to be talking about, what we're going to be doing, the diamond, am I going to get paid? Or how much is it worth that value? Yes. No. And a spade, what's the work like? How hard do I got to work? Um, you know, who's working for me? Am I going to have assistants? What's the details, right? The Five of Spades can be a little stalkerish, right? So, Four Diamonds energy, you may find somebody who's like, really into you. It doesn't have to be a stalker. That's kind of extreme, right? There's definitely polarity that is involved in every aspect of life, right? So, we definitely want to be striving to, movement, being stable in our movement because it's still a four, right? Being stable in our movement and, but also seeking, okay, what's next? What's moving? What's shaking? How does it resonate with me and what I'm doing? So definitely going to be moving and shaking, but analyzing a lot more when we are more focused on the higher energy, the Five of Spades energy, right? So definitely some movers and shakers, moving and shaking happening this 7-day cycle. So let me see. Somebody is like blowing up my phone right now, and it is a little distracting. But that's okay. Ten of Spades, distractions. Good point. There's going to be distractions this week. The Ten of Spades is letting us know already off top. And it's like, as soon as y'all know I haven't recorded in a while. So I'm like, what is that popping up? What's going on? Okay. And yeah, somebody's blowing up my phone. I don't know what they're saying. And I don't want to get too distracted because I won't know what I'm talking about here. So, just a forewarning, there will be many distractions. Some of them will be good, and so Be mindful of that. Sometimes it's time to take a break, but because I just got started, it is not time to take a break. Okay. So, okay. So how we gonna flow? How we gonna flow? Mercury energy, dealing with Geminis, Virgos, right? We have the two of spades this week. For y'all resonating in this energy, it's definitely giving partnerships, cooperation, um, being a mentor, seeking mentorship, seeking coaching, seeking counseling. And that's very in alignment with the energy of this year for the United States. That's where the United States is sitting. So definitely seeking partnership, mentorship, and also being very mindful of your health. You know, it's gonna be very important um to take your time to check in, um reach out to your friends, those that support you, those shoulders that you can lean on, cry on, ask questions of. Those are going to be very supportive energies. For Venus, for Libras and Tauruses, y'all have the Eight of Hearts, which I'm giving a lot of Eight of Hearts energy with all this orange on, right? It's the card of orange, Eight of Hearts energy. So it is attraction, right? And it's already Venus, so it's already, it's attractive. And that sits Neptune, Jupiter. So these are things that can be really expansive. You might find yourself wearing a little more orange this week, brightening yourself, lightening yourself, right? Really stepping fully into this summer energy, this Venus in Leo, right? You know, um, Venus and Leo, we got this Venus card here. The Eight of Hearts is power in relationships. So this is going to be a very powerful week to interact with folks, show them who you are, zhuzh up your energy, zhuzh the crowd up, wherever the crowd may be. Um, and just really stepping into your higher essence. What does that look like for you? How are you working with people? You're the powerful ones, the powerful energy this week. So working with people can be very dynamic, and just showcasing your beauty is going to be very, very dope. In Mars, we have the Six of Clubs, which is the card of messenger, mess, messages. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The card of messages. So, this is very interesting because as a child, I was shy. I wasn't, well, I wasn't all over no camera, right? I like the idea of it, but that just wasn't happening. I was shy to a certain degree, and so I'm feeling like I'm not shy right now. I'm a little nervous. So if y'all experience that, it's okay. It's okay. Just keep flowing through it. Just keep flowing through it. Okay. The Six of Clubs is the card of messages, the card of the messenger. Excuse me. So this is for Scorpios and Aries, and really just the general energy of the week, right? The work that's going to go into it, the ambition level. The ambition is not going to be that high at first, you know. And even if it is, there's going to be things that slow you down, right? I had a whole slow down process when I was trying to start this video, and how it would record all these things. And then you have that Ten of Spades too. So it's like, The six is representing the slowdown, right? And we're in Neptune. So Neptune is already slow. It's like, the period before another period starts. It's like it's slower. It's a slow introduction, like before your birthday, where everything seems like, oh my gosh, especially as a child. My birthday is seemed like it's forever away, and it's just because you're in your Neptune period, it seems so far, so close. Yeah, so far. Right. So we're moving slow. The six is like slow movement, slow starter, has a two of diamonds supporting it. And partnerships, are here supporting, getting you to make sure your I's is dotted, your T's is crossed, all the things. Um, but we have the eight of spades here, challenging the six of clubs energy. It'll be a great week to work out, to get those juices flowing, get tapped in spiritually, that whole physical, spiritual alignment connection, mind, body, soul, right? So definitely, in those down times and that startup energy, great times to work out. I am definitely going to be doing that this week. And so what else do we want to say about the six of clubs? Balance and communication, right? The two is there. It's like bringing balance, restoration. This is actually the energy, the introductory energy, the card of Leo in Venus. No, said that wrong. Venus in Leo, Venus retrograde in Leo, started on the Six of Clubs day, which was this past Saturday. Right. So we're getting a lot of messages. And the six is all about the re anyway. And the re is that retrograde, remembering, reminding, remembering ideas that you had, conversations that you had, notes that you took, and in particular about Venusian things, right? So love, partnerships, um, partnership with yourself, partnerships with other people, with businesses and brands. So we're definitely going to be reviewing those things. That's what we're going to be working on a lot this week since it's in Mars, right? I'm leaning, a little bit further away from saying strictly Mars or strictly Scorpio and Aries people, but I said that in the beginning. So I'll say it for each card, but this is just the energy that we're working in, how we're going to be working, our ambition level is going to be dependent upon our time to be able to reminisce and remember. And when we remember, then things start clicking like, oh, yeah, now I can work on this. This is a good time for that. I'm feeling that alignment happening, right? So there's that, right? And Jupiter representing this expansion, how we're going to expand, representing that Sagittarius energy, that international energy, that overseas energy, that exploration, that expansion to higher levels of being, of knowledge, in business, all the things, right? So we have a six of spades here. So six of spades is definitely about health, right? Definitely about taking care of yourself, checkups, all those kinds of things, being in tune with your body, right? This is a very spiritual energy. So doing those checks, those checks with your mind, body, spirit, um, is going to be important. The two of spades is here supporting. So, that friend, that doctor, whatever it is that you need to feel good and whole and all those kinds of things. It is also just faded karmic energy. So karmically, This week, things are going to be fated to expand in a certain way for you, right? Because we've had so much time building up to this Four of Diamonds 7 day cycle, right? Whether you are in alignment with the year beginning January 1st or beginning, what is it, March 21st? The beginning of Aries season astrologically or Gregorian wise. There's been minty of weeks, right? So now it's saying, it's showing us, it's like a mirror, a reflection of the work that we've put in thus far. So if you're liking what you're seeing, if you're feeling good, you're feeling healthy, you're feeling like opportunities are coming, you're feeling like just very buoyant and abundant in this energy, then awesome, beautiful. If you're feeling like "Hmm, it's good, it's pretty chill, da 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 da," well then this is an opportunity for you to say, "Hey, this is the mirror, this is the reflection. Um, how do I want to further expand throughout the year?" Right? So using this 7 day cycle to propel yourself, to put in a little more work, you know, whether that be some automated work, some physical work, some whatever work, you can put in a little more. And if the things that are being reflected back to you are just not the vibe, I mean, then baby, you just ain't been the vibe, right? Whether it's been you, whether you've been just allowing certain energies in your space, right? So remember, we're in the this is another six. So it's like a re-evaluation, right? So um maybe it's not particularly you, but there's a part of you that's reflecting that energy to be able to come into your space, right? And so, you could be in a process of changing, rebuilding yourself, revisioning yourself. And, energies are still creeping in. So there's some beautiful subconscious work, right? Another word for Neptune, that Neptune energy, subconscious work that we can do to realign ourselves with what it is that we really, really want to be inviting into our spaces and places, right? So, being mindful of that. Um, Not too much you're going to change this week, but the decision to change, right? Making that decision, right? Because change is coming next week, right? We got a five. It's a 5 week coming up, Five of Diamonds week coming up. So we're going to be thinking very deeply, Neptune, about these things, right? How we want to change, how we want to expand with this Six of Spades. Um, and come anew. Yes, yes, yes. I got a song called Yes. You can listen to it. Osunfemi Wanbi Njeri. Yes. On the Dripped in Gold album. Okay, so moving into this Saturn energy, it sits Neptune, Neptune. So it's like a double whammy of Neptune. And it's Saturn. So it's like, ooh, slow down. Girl, take it easy. I don't actually know if that's the words. But because this is going on YouTube, I will not sing too much of that. I don't want to get flagged or whatever. But this is the slow down, big slow down. Saturn is like, I'm saying, look at here, look at here, look at here now. Right? Saturn is the glue, the crystallizer, the work, the elder, the teacher, the lessons and the blessings. And here we have the Queen of Hearts, which is the energy of the mother, the pregnant mother. Ooh, excuse me. And so this is like a warrior woman queen, though, like the queen is the nurturer of people. um, the nurturer of the heart. And this can be a challenge because it's in Saturn. It's like restricting how and who you can nurture, right? Mm, yeah. Restricting how and who you can nurture. It might be you nurturing yourself, nurturing your children or a combination thereof. Um, we have the Nine of Clubs here supporting it. So it's like thinking of new ways to even nurture yourself, right? Letting go of the things that don't serve you. With the nine, it's like graduation. Stepping up your mind, the way you think, the way your perspective, you know, on self-care, nurturing yourself, especially as a woman or as a well, this is Saturn, so what is this here? This is for Capricorns too, right? So this is also a Leo, right? This is like a warrior woman. She has the King of Spades and Mars. So it's like a very, very powerful woman. Um, so powerful women emerging this week with lessons and blessings, showing how they nurture and care for themselves, showing how they move, showing how they interact, and all these kinds of things. So be on the lookout for powerful women, such as myself, such as yourself, right? Let's see what else I want to say here. Um, the Ten of Spades is challenging this energy. So I said this is a card of disruption. It's also the card of healing, 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 healing. So you can be disrupted with, you know, when you need to heal, like, sit down. It's time to sit down, right? Saturn is going to restrict you. The Ten of Spades is going to challenge you to heal yourself, to heal the mothers. Yes? Okay. Okay, so, I do these cardology readings, personal ones, yearly ones, and we talk about your 7-year spread, your 7-year card, 7-year energy, your life spread. So if you're interested, you can definitely reach out to me. I'll have some information in the links, or you can DM me or message me wherever you are listening to this recording. Okay. So the Uranus energy for Aquariuses and Leos. Big energy because we have ascended, right? There is an ascension taking place. We went from Neptune now to the sun line, the crown line. And it's sitting here with the sun and Mars, and it's like working in the sun, really. Mars working, sun working on how to shine your light, which makes sense because it's a teacher, right? The Ten of Clubs is the teacher, the energy of podcasts, which makes sense because here I am, Leo season, doing my podcast, all in the cards again. And you know what? I'm just excited to be um in the space, in the space, talking, communicating. Looking forward to hearing your feedback, your questions, looking forward to opening up your spreads. And, if you yourself are a Leo or Leo rising or Leo moon, or Aquarius, this is a time to spread your voice. This is the 10 represents success. The club is communication, sharing your voice essentially, right? So whether that be via radio, music, podcasting, the studio, just really, outside on the megaphone, people be doing that. So, however you can get it in, invite 10 or more people, go share your voice in another space, in a networking space. Do that for yourself, Aquariuses and Leos, and just in this energy period, whoever you are, however you shine, right? Because it's a four of diamonds, there's stability financially, right? There's some financial stability that we all can reap, and at least insight into how we can become financially stable, right? So definitely pay attention. In Neptune, we have the Eight of Diamonds, which sits in the Sun and Jupiter. So very expansive energy, highlighted energy, but it's also in Neptune. So we want to be mindful of Eight of Diamonds things, how we are representing ourselves, how we are shining our light. And the Eight of Diamonds is a challenging position because the Seven of Clubs is here, and it's like people are going to be gossiping, they're going to be talking, and we just can't worry about it, especially when we're doing our spiritual things, like how I'm speaking to y'all spiritually about the cards, because this is a spiritual thing, right? Um, I can't be worried about people saying, "Ooh, child, she was stumbling and fumbling when she was talking about da da da." Like, no. The Ten of Spades is also the card of stuttering. So, if you find yourself stuttering and bumbling this week, you know, just slow down. It's got two sixes. It's calling for you to slow down, and that's okay. That's okay. So, be mindful of how you're shining, how you're representing yourself. The eight is another power. So there's two eights in here. So this is very powerful energy, power, respect, and money, financially powerful, specifically in Neptunian things, which is again spirituality, um, music, entertainment, things like that, right? And there's so many things that fall under those umbrellas. So definitely put yourself in the sun, in the spotlight, right? And make sure that you are spiritually grounded and fortified so that, should any ridicule come, should any viral ability, viralness, social media viralness come, that, you are with this Queen of Spades, self mastery. You're okay with it. You're okay because you know who you are, right? The Pluto energy. Oh, so that was for Pisces. Mm, okay. This is getting juicy for myself. I'm gonna have to come back to this because I can't pause too much while I'm on with y'all, but I'm like, interesting, interesting. So many things for me and for you. And Pluto, this is for Scorpios. We have the King of Spades. Scorpios is feeling real powerful this week, right? This is the God card. You know, um, this is also, um, Pluto. This is just your subconscious mind. These are things that, the way you think, um, how you're psychologically built, and possibly how you need to rewire yourself psychologically, right? Because the King of Spades can be very powerful on both ends of the spectrum. God can, give life and destroy. So you can destroy yourself mentally, subconsciously. So you can also empower yourself to the utmost heights, subconsciously. And our subconscious is ruling the dream realm, but it's also very um, powerful in the conscious realm, right? So all in how we move and how we think and how we perceive, our perception is very powerful, you know. So You want to be very mindful. The reward card coming with this energy when we're mindful, when we are considering our mind, um, considering what we've been through and still putting our best foot forward, our godly foot forward, our goddess foot forward, right? The reward is the Three of Hearts, which sits Mercury. Mercury, it is this playful energy. There's so many options when you are opening your mind, not restricting yourself to negativity. There's so many beautiful options. This is your childlike energy. Remember your childlike essence. This is also the inability to choose and possibly getting caught up in some three-way situations. So rewiring and reprogramming your subconscious is going to be very powerful in terms of attraction and how you reap the benefits of financial stability, right? We know that there's so many books and terms and all these things on, how to be a millionaire, how to invest, how to, think like a this and think like a that. Um, 10 things the wealthiest people do, right? It is a mental thing, right? So once you got your mind right, the rewards come in the form of play, of options. You got three things you can do. You got people that you can interact with. Um, the Three of Hearts is just really this childlike energy. So it's like you can go back to doing the things you loved and enjoyed as a child. You have that capacity to explore those innate purposes and visions that you have for yourself. You won't be restricted by fear and I'm too old for that and all these things. Um, so yeah, the cosmic lesson here, the peak energy, the big teacher, the thing to notice is the Ace of Clubs, sitting Mercury, Venus. You're attracting with your tongue, your thoughts, your questions, your ideas. So this is a great week to ask questions. Ask questions with the Two of Hearts here, grounding this energy. Ask questions of your partners, your soulmates. Ask questions of yourself, right? Ask questions of people you're trying to get in business with. Ask questions. This is also technology. So using technology to ask your questions, to get involved. The ace representing this ambitious energy, this young energy. We all know kids ask questions a mile a minute, right? So that's like the ace is the baby, but it's also that ambition and drive and the first, right? The first thing to get it started is the club, is the thought, is the communication. So ask questions this week. Pay attention to who's asking you questions, what questions they asking you, all the things, right? Are you asking the right questions? Hmm. Okay. The moon energy, the cosmic moon energy for the mothers, for cancers, um, and the energy of the home is very intuitive. The queen representing nurturing, intuition. This is the queen mother of the world, right? This is that Erica Badu energy. You feel me? Definitely got the gallets popping. The return of the gele um, outside of Nigeria, had everybody rocking gele all over the world, right? So this is a very influential, powerful energy. You can navigate this energy from your home, like I'm doing right now. I'm giving messages. Me as a woman, me as a mother, I'm delivering messages in the form of words, whether that be here on the podcast, through song. Go listen to All in the Cards, y'all. It's a song as well as podcast. And the 10 of diamonds is here. So there's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of attraction here in regards to the women, to the mothers. Um, your intuition can definitely be popping. That's the ancestor card as well. Getting in tune with your ancestors, getting organized, but also remembering that it's a beautiful time to be playful, have fun, have fun with your children. Enjoy this energy. It's very your intuition can be um awakened in the midst of play, in the midst of flow, allowing yourself to flow, engaging in those childlike activities, and just fun in general. If you don't even have any children, like fun, remembering when you were a child, what was fun? If you don't remember, just what would be fun to do right now? What would activate that laughter and that joy, right? So the transformation is a 10 of spades, like I said before. Um, and 10 of spades is that healer. Healing, 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 healing a lot of energy because the majority of the cards here are in Neptune. So it's a deep spiritual energy, a great time to take your time, right? Figure out how you want to be financially stable, how you want to expand your values, your worth, all the things, right? Tapping into your ancestors and healing yourself, taking your time to heal yourself. Um, Giving thanks for the interruptions, seeing them at a deeper level for what they are, causing you to slow down, possibly have fun, experience some joy, recenter yourself in the moments of frustration when that computer ain't working. You feel me? Bring some joy into your life. Ground yourself, heal yourself, take your herbs, all the things that you need. Um, Yeah. So that's what we vibrating in this week. Definitely reach out to me for your reading. If you want to know what your card is, if you want to know what your week is looking like, you want to know what your year is looking like, you want to gift a reading or excuse me, a cardology coach session to somebody, I'm available for all of those things. You can share this information, this link, this video, this audio, however you're receiving it. My name is Osunfemi Wanbi Njeri, the warrior woman who sings the praises of Oshun. Yes, yes. Um, I look forward to seeing you in this Four of Diamonds. Be blessed, be well. Ashe.